The Meme Cup Championship, for those who don't know, is a monthly Discord server, semi-casual, semi-competitive championship series where all the trainers, at least about 16 or so, are chosen randomly to compete for the coveted title of being the Meme Cup champion of the server. For those who are interested in joining, you can find the Discord in the link tree in the bio on TikTok. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, you'll find that down below, and from there, feel free to join. Allow me to explain the rules for those who do not know. In the Meme Cup Championship, we run 5 different races. In each race, your result is going to lead to a certain amount of points. The UMA trainer with the most amount of points in the end will be crowned the Meme Cup champion. Can Daimoon, our current champion, maintain that title, or will they lose? We shall see. I also have to mention, for those who do not know, we run a cap, a salary cap essentially, on the UMAs. We make it so that nobody is allowed to go over an A. So that way you really got to play around, keep yourself under that cap. And as always, a trainer is only allotted 1 UMA, and that 1 UMA they got to stick to. When they pick it, they can't pick nothing else, all right? And yeah, hopefully we will see you guys in the next Meme Cup Championship. But today is going to be a grueling mile match in the snow, too. A cold front came through and hit the US, so we've got a lot of snow here, ladies and gentlemen. And this is not your average snow. This is some good snow that's been laid down on the ground. So what factor is that going to play? I know that it's going to lead to a bit of stamina decline. So who has built their UMAs to withstand that stamina, if you will? So we're going to go through and find out who everyone is running. Dr. Memologist, myself, is going to be running the Kukulkan Warrior El Condor Pasa, a very flavorful choice. Spicy is going to be running the Christmas Ogre Cap, the X-Ogre Cap, if you will. We have Axe Body Spray running, Axe Body Spray, of course, as a Meisho Dodo enjoyer, running the Meisho Dodo. Another Ogre Cap, as Serena is going to be running the Ogre Cap. And speaking of old lady, Fantastic is going to be running the Maruzensky. Gotta love it. I'm a fan of traditional old horses myself. Yuki going to be coming in with the Air Groove. That's going to be an interesting play there. Kin is going to be running the new TM Opera O, the New Year TM Opera O. TM Opera Aura Farming O. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Colin's going to be running the Daiwa Scarlet. I had a feeling we would see a Daiwa Scarlet, my favorite racist, Daiwa Scarlet, in action today, ladies and gentlemen. Taiki Shuttle. Nancy, the first Taiki Shuttle of the day. Surprised we haven't seen one sooner. Tony coming in with another Taiki Shuttle as well. Tony's been a very consistent competitor in the Meme Cup Championship, always causing a bit of a storm, bit of a ruckus sometimes. Can be very interesting. Can Tony finally get themselves a W? Next up, we have TM Cap with the Turf Falcon. Let me say that again. TM Cap is going to be running a Turf Smart Falcon. So all you Smart Falcon enjoyers, I mean, this is your time to shine right now. Smart Falcon said, you know what? Screw this dirt nonsense. I'm not here with these peasants. I'm here to run on turf and turf alone. I respect it a lot. Moving on, we have Koryo here with another Ogre Cap. So we have a lot of fatties on the field. In fact, we have reports that catering was completely taken over, and there remains no food to be seen at this time. So unfortunately, the catering budget will have to be doubled in the event of a future mile or medium run. Another Maruzensky, swimsuit Maruzensky to be exact, for Carrot here. That's going to be Lavani, aka the evil Meisho Dodo. So let it be known, or evil Axe Body Spray. So let it be known the Axe Body Spray is running the Meisho Dodo, and the evil Axe Body Spray will be running the Maruzensky. Shark. Shaku. We have Rice Shower representation from Shark here as well. That's very exciting. Always love seeing a Rice Shower. Nobody throw tomatoes if she wins. All right, we will not allow that. You will be swiftly banned from the premises. Gesso is here. Gesso is going to be running the Curran-chan, which is going to be interesting because let me take a look here. Curran-chan got it up, aptitude up to a mile. Very good. Because if I'm correct, Curran-chan actually has a D in, let's see here. Curran-chan typically has a D to start in the mile aptitude, right? Oh my goodness gracious. Next up, Daimoon finally got here just in the nick of time. Daimoon by the buzzer beater with the Silent Suzuka. Flash choosing Maruzensky as well. Another Maruzensky for the field. Gonna be an interesting choice here. Welcome to the 4th Meme Cup Championship. And yes, we will be showcasing the races. Welcome, everybody. The Meme Cup Championship begins now. All right. Looking at the board here, I mean, starting off, we have Daimoon as the second fave, the Carrot, the Maruzensky Carrot as the number 1 fave, but sometimes favorites just don't work out like that. Sometimes you always gotta wonder. Here we go. The Kukulkan Warrior ready for battle. The horses are in the stables, ready to go, and here we go. And they're off, taking the lead, popping, and so is Runaway for a lot of these Umas. You can see some of those front runners starting to create that big bit of distance, but now it's about how can the Pace Chasers and the Late Surgers keep up with the rest of the pack. This is going to be the big challenge right here. Not a great start here for my Kukulkan Warrior. That is not a great start at all. The Silent Suzuka taking a commanding lead to start. I mean, the champion already in a dominant spot early on. This is going to be interesting. My gosh, the Turf Falco right behind, and so is the Maruzensky. They're both battling in that second spot. Do they have enough later on to take that place? Let's see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. The Kukulkan Warriors on the outside. Professor Curvature is going to start popping for a lot of these racers. Is the Silent Suzuka going to have enough in the tank to hold that lead? I think so, with the amount of stamina that they have. It's going to be interesting here. We're coming out of the final turn, ladies and gentlemen, and this is where things get interesting. Let's see if the champion can maintain their title and the narrative. Maruzensky's going to take that spot to start, though, it looks like. My goodness. The Kukulkan Warrior has popped, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have to sit through this because let me tell you something. It's over. It's so over. The rest of the chat, the rest of the race doesn't even stand a chance against the Kukulkan Warrior. Flying up down the sideline. The Kukulkan Warrior moves at Mach speed. My goodness, she's got a good bit of burst of energy right there. Kukulkan Warrior flying. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like it. Looks like Maruzensky's in the league right now. But Taiki Shuttle, Silent Suzuka going to be taking that spot. Current Chan right there as well. Who's going to take that first? Who is going to have first here? Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. A 4-way spot for first. Wow. A neck, a nose, a head. That's insane. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. The champion starting off strong here with a first place. Oh my goodness. I can't get over what a start this was. What a start. The champion, Daimoon, coming in with that first place spot, going to be awarded 25 points. What a great start. What a great start for the champ. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The second leg of the Meme Cup Championship has arrived. Once again, I want to thank you all for being here and joining us here on this glorious Meme Cup Championship that we host every single month here in the Discord server. Carrot's Maruzensky came in second last time, and the champ came in first. Can Carrot take that spot, or will El Condor have enough power this time to take that first place position? Let's see who can do it. The gates are ready. And here they go. Runaway already popping, taking the lead, popping for 2. Center stage popping for Flaz this time around. Once again, a similar start to what we're seeing here, but that front pack not as separated as it was before. Maruzensky's keeping up with, oh my gosh, never mind. The Runaway from Silent Suzuka is popping off already. That is interesting to see. Daiwa Scarlet kind of right on her tail, though. The Pace Chaser pack much closer than it was before. Very interesting to see. Remember the last race, Silent Suzuka made a strong distance between her and the rest of the pack, and we're starting to see that already now. Can they start to close it? Let's see. Oh, wait, never mind. It's Maruzensky who's taking the first place spot. I think that's Carrot's Maruzensky as well. Great job so far. But here comes the rest of the pack, and as we go into the turns, we're going to see the Professor of Curvature starting to pop, as well as some It's-Ons, which It's-On starting to become a very popular part of the builds, if you will. Taiki Shuttle, so on and so forth. Let's see what we got here as we go into the final corner. I just dropped my fucking AirPod, damn it. I knocked it off my damn ear. Condor Fury coming in. She's on the inside, though. I don't know if she's going to have the ability to stay there. And here we go, Maruzensky keeping that spot. But who's this coming up in second? Who's this flying towards that secondary spot? I think it's Taiki Shuttle. I think Taiki Shuttle's trying to take that spot. We're getting debuffs here all around. The Kukulkan Warriors coming in strong, though. Coming through the pack like Mike Allstott. Who's going to get this first place in the second race? I don't see the champ. Who's going to get it? We've got a neck-and-neck tie, and it looks like Taiki Shuttle's going to take it. With Carrots Maruzensky coming in second. Looks like third place for El Condor, and then fourth place for Meisho Dodo, if I remember correctly. We shall see. Fourth place for El Condor, so that means the Meisho Dodo, I believe, took that. Yep, Axe's Meisho Dodo took that third place spot. My goodness. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, like I said before, Tony always causes some sort of chaos in these races. And also, want to point this out. Tony last race finished in 14th, and they just won. Like I said before, it can turn around at any given point. So let's go ahead and organize this here. Let's show everybody what we're looking at right now. And I mean, this is going to be the standings. Sorry, this is stupid. This is going to be the standings that we're looking at right now. Carrot in first place by 3 points. In second place is myself with the El Condor Pasa. Tony coming in third place. Like I said, that second win can make a huge difference, but if you can't get it, it's that consistency that's going to lead to a championship, ladies and gentlemen. So again, the champ right now in fifth place, they got to recover. I mean, that is a huge change of position right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, waiting on one more person to join in, and once they are in, we will be good to go for the remainder of... You know what? I will allow Delta to take that spot. Delta, get back in here and take that spot. Yeah, Delta could take the spot, for sure. I'll let Delta take that spot. Let Delta know they're in. Let him in. Delta will be replacing Collins, so Delta will be taking Collins' points. This is the only time I'm going to do this because Delta was selected, but they just missed it, alright? This is the only time I'm going to do this. I'll make an exception this time around. But I will allow Delta to take Collins' place. Collins, by the way, in 15th place. Collins in 15th place. So Delta's going to be taking that over and going to have to do a lot of work to get to potentially a win. Delta's in here with a Taiki shuttle. So Delta, allow me to explain the situation to you. You currently have 13 points. You are 15th in the rankings out of a potential 18 UMA trainers. So gonna have to do a lot of work. Gonna have to do a lot of work here, but the possibility is there. All right. The next leg here begins, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and Umas, all right? All right. Here we go. The third leg begins now. Sorry, a little deflated after that sudden stop of stream. I apologize, but we're okay. The third leg. Yes, indeed, that is what they call it. Here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that slight interruption. That was just a mere ad break. That's all. It was just a simple cutaway to ads. That's all it was. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Like I said, we have a very interesting field this time around. The champion in a tough spot in 5th place currently. Carrot, back-to-back second places. Can they finally get the first? El Condor Pasa up there in second place as well in terms of points. Who is going to be able to separate themselves from the pack? And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin. This is where the whole lot of debuffing begins as well, I have to say. Alright, here we go. Professor Curvature popping as well, and a little bit of rush happening for El Condor Pasa. Keen Eye popping for Shark here. Maruzensky. Oh, hang on, sorry, I'm lost here. Silent Suzuka still in first place right now, causing a good bit of distance between her and the rest of the pack. Not too shabby right now. All those debuffs are indeed going crazy. Maruzensky's right now in about second and third spot. We have a big fight going on right now for that first place spot. A big three-way group over there with 2 Maruzenskys and a Silent Suzuka. Who's going to be able to maintain a lot of Taiki shuttles mid-pack right now. Very interesting to see Professor Curvature's popping for a bunch of Umas. Let's see who can position themselves well within the pack to get that final burst out of there. It's going to be very interesting. Kiss of Miracle, Kiss of Courage, and Festive Miracle popping for Spicy and Carrot. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final push is here. Shooting for victory, Blazing Pride, no stopping me, Professor Curvature. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final stretch is here, and that pack is starting to really push back. My goodness. Maruzensky with a commanding lead at first place right now. Huge positioning. My goodness. No popping ult for El Condor Pasa, so she's not going to be in this one. Looks like it's just Carrot out in front. Taiki Shuttle trying to push out there, but I don't think she's got the distance. Carrot gets there first. victory here, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that is Carrots Maruzenski. We'll have to see. We will have to see. I request landscape view. I'm making it vertical for everybody on TikTok, so it's just a little bit easier. Oh my goodness. Tough 11th right there. That's not good at all. My goodness. Alrighty, so, and it looks like, let's see here. Carrot has finally gotten a W in the Meme Cup Championship. They've pulled out all the stops for this one. Let's take a look here, ladies and gentlemen, at the standings. Oh my goodness, what a change up. Carrot in first place by a commanding lead. Gesso in second with the 5th place Curran-chan. Dr. Mologist coming in third right now. Nancy in third as well. Tie right there. And Tony coming in fourth. Shark in 5th. I mean, it's looking like it's Carrots to lose. If he can consistently get, top 3 positioning, he could be in a really good spot. He could be in a very good spot, as a matter of fact. So, that concludes the 3rd leg of the Meme Cup Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on now to the 4th. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we've got everybody that we need for this one. So, the 4th leg of the Meme Cup Championship begins now. Hope you guys are as excited as I am because, I mean, it's been exciting. It's been a huge competition, to say the least. So, lock in, ladies and gents. Here comes the 4th leg of the Meme Cup Championship. Alrighty. We have arrived. And I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, boys and girls, because, like I said, Carrots looking like the front runner to start here, looking like a new champ in the future. But again, anything could happen in the Meme Cup. We've seen some very volatile results. If they have a single race that results in them going towards the back, like, bottom 5 position, even bottom half of the leaderboard, that could very much screw their chances of winning the Meme Cup Championship. So, like I said, we shall see what happens here as the Umas enter the gate. Look at the El Condor Paso, who did not proc ult last time. The champion in a very struggling spot. Can they get another victory? And Flaz's Maruzenski here, showing flashes at times, been consistent, but hasn't had enough to consistently get that victory. Let's see who's got what it takes to win the 4th round of the Meme Cup Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. And the starting gate opens, taking the lead, popping for multiple Umas, runaway popping as well for Silent Suzuka. We've seen this before, and here come the debuffs. I mean, this is what Yuki is in here for, Sky is in here for, just debuffing them all to hell and back. Silent Suzuka gonna be in a really rough spot here if they can't maintain that speed. We've seen it before, they just had spots where they are in a great position early on, but then for some reason they just cannot maintain it. It's on Restless popping for Flaz right now, and right now we see, once again, same as we usually see, the Summer Maruzens towards the front of the pack. Smart Falcon in a good spot too, Taiki Shuttle's mid-pack, and here we come into the turn. It's on popping, but here's comes the Professor of Curvatures popping for all the other trainees as well. Kiss of Courage for Maruzen, Professor of Curvature popping for Fang as well. The pack is looking very tight, a lot of people kind of lagging towards the back. Maruzenski's starting to separate. Condor's Fury popping as well. Didn't pop last time, pops this time. Is it going to be enough? Pops a little early too. It might be a good spot for them actually. Let's see what happens here. Maruzenski's taking a strong lead, but here come the Pace Chasers trying to take that space as well. Let's see. I'm seeing a Taiki Shuttle. I think that is trying to fly down the pack. Is it going to be enough? Here we go. Maruzenski's flying down the sidelines. Gone almost. The Taiki Shuttles are trying to make some distance as well, but I don't think they're going to have the distance. I think this might be Carrot getting another first place victory here. Unless one of the Taiki Shuttles can steal it last second. And we got it. Oh my goodness gracious. Maruzenski finishes at first. El Condor not in a great spot. Unfortunate, but that's A-okay, ladies and gentlemen. By a neck distance, Maruzenski survives here. Interesting result here. Whose Maruzenski was that? Was it Flaz? It was Flaz. And Carrot finished in 5th. It's a little hard to tell who's who sometimes, but Flaz. Flaz getting the victory. Wow. Flaz is a Meme Cup winner. Well, a race winner, but not the champion winner. But that's going to be a big jump right there. Congratulations to Flaz, who came in here as a last-second alternate, mind you. All right, cool. So, looking at it here, ladies and gentlemen, we see this is still looking like Carrot's race to win. Still in a great spot here, but we have 73 points for Carrot and then 58 points for Gesso. Gesso really needs a first place to get this, and I mean, if barring Carrot basically falling all the way to the back of the pack, which doesn't look likely, Carrot might be our new champion, but we shall see. So, also, let me make sure yep, Flaz is a winner. Cool. So, that's what the points are looking like, ladies and gentlemen. And now, we move on to the final round of the Meme Cup Championship, the 4th Meme Cup champion. So, will Carrot maintain the lead? Or will Gesso and Curran-chan finally be able to break through and get their first victory to win the Meme Cup title? We shall find out now, ladies and gentlemen. The final leg of the Meme Cup begins momentarily. Here we are. The end of the 4th Meme Cup Championship. The most important Meme Cup Championship. Because new narratives will be established here, ladies and gentlemen. Maintaining the agenda is our top priority right now. Let me make sure everything's good. Yep, indeed it is. Alrighty. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens here. Maintaining the agenda is our top priority. And can Carrot maintain his place as number 1 and the new champion? We shall see. The 5th leg of the Meme Cup begins now. And like I said, I have a strong feeling that Carrot's going to walk away from this one a new champ. But that just depends if his Maruzensky could come out on top and come out strong. Because if a slight falteration begins, we could see a very big change in the hierarchy, if you will. The current champ having their wings clipped, falling from grace. You hate to see it. We shall see what happens here, though. Welcome to the final leg, everybody. Very excited for this one. So it begins. Runaway popping, taking the lead popping. Same things we always tend to see. But the big thing is, who is going to be able to maintain that speed? Right now, it looks like Silent Suzuka is going to be taking a strong lead to start. But the debuffs are going to be coming in from Sky's Air Groove. We've seen that multiple times before. It's messed up a lot of trainers and Umas, let me tell you. Rushed right now for El Condor passing, not too great. Beeline Burst and Restless popping. Fast and Furious popping as well for Rice Shower. Silent Suzuka is holding a very strong lead here so far. This is very reminiscent of the first Meme Cup Championship that we've seen so far. We'll see how it plays out, but right now, I mean, it's looking like anybody's race, but Silent Suzuka is taking a strong lead. I think that Runaway is actually starting to pay dividends. Hold on a second here. Are we gonna see a big return to form for the former champ or for the current champ? Are they gonna be able to maintain? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like TM Opera starting to make a push for the first. And then here we see a Maruzensky again. I don't know which Maruzensky that is, but I mean, the possibilities are endless here, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the final stretch. Oh my gosh, TM Opera's flying to the front. Curran-chan's in the front as well. Wait, we may have a new champion. Curran-chan is in a great spot. This might be a first place for Curran-chan. We shall see, but oh my goodness. She's flying down the pack. Who's gonna win it? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what happened. Great fucking camera work. My God. TM Opera O with the W. My goodness. Wow. Taiki Shuttle in second. Curran in third. What is this gonna look like? Let's see. Let's take a look here. Let's take a peek. Kin's TM Opera O. The TM Opera O that was waiting for the right moment to Aura Farm finally gets their win. Wow. That's their first win, by the way, for Kin. That's their first win in the Meme Cup Championship. So let's go through. I mean, we're going to... Ladies and gentlemen, I just need to say this before I start tallying up the votes. This could be a very interesting result. We shall see. So, sorting here. We have the results. The results are in for the current Meme Cup champion. Now, I just want to say, what a run this was, ladies and gentlemen. What a run it was. But at the end of the day, a king's got to be crowned. There are always winners and losers in these battles. All right. So, taking a look here at the top 5. In 5th place, we have Flaz, who, to Flaz's credit, was an alternate because Delta couldn't make it early on. Delta eventually taking over for Tom, coming in with some decent results, but not too great. Flaz coming in with 5th place with 63 points. Very strong showing for an alternate, by the way. Very strong showing. All right. Next up, we have, let's see here. Next up, we have Tony, who, like I said before, Tony's one to cause some havoc in these cups, coming in 4th place with 69 points. And in fact, tied with Nancy as well. So Nancy and Tony both coming in with 69 points for a tie at 3rd. Very well done by both of them. Nancy with their first opportunity, if I'm remembering correctly, Nancy's first opportunity in the Meme Cup, and they showed out. They showed out very good. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have the remaining 2 between Gesso and Carrot. Now, that result painted some dividends, closed a lot of gaps. But ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, your 4th Meme Cup champion with 87 points is Carrot, aka the D1 hater, aka the evil Axe body spray. Congratulations to the new Meme Cup champion, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. If you were on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you were watching, I appreciate you guys so much. This Meme Cup was phenomenal, and I thank you guys for being here, and I look forward to the next one. I will see you guys on Friday for another Stream Dule meme if you are interested in seeing it, and if not, I understand. But I'll see you back next Monday for more Uma Musume. And with all that being said, I will see you all in the next stream, in the next video, whichever does first. Till then, later, dudes.